Hello everyone, today I want to give you a brief rundown of what a bathroom renovation in a basement looks like. This is a pretty typical bathroom, so I hope to use this example to give you guys a breakdown of what exactly went into the bathroom and how much every component costs. Here on the right, you see a photo of the finished bathroom. I don't have a before on hand to show you, but basically we regutted this entire bathroom. We saved a little bit of the ceiling, but most of the ceiling was redone. All of the walls were redone. All the floors, of course, were redone. And in this bathroom, we did have to redo the floor leveling. And that meant we had to modify the drain of the toilet and also the shower. All right, so let's get into it. To start any project, we always start with the design. Now, this design is a first step for us to spend some time with you, usually around 20 to 30 hours, where we go over all the designs that we have done in the past, send you a bunch of photos, and then we go back and forth, nailing down all the tile, fixtures, and all the other options. This process is very time intensive, and usually for a simpler bathroom, it's around 20 hours. So that's why we designed it, for a $2,000 design fee. This fee is paid upfront to finalize any design choices specifically for you. And this is not a step that we can skip. Alternatively, if you want, we also have a designer. So that's a third-party individual that work with our team, and we can work with her to create a design that's particular to you, and that would be a $1,500 additional charge on top of the $2,000. For most bathrooms, you're supposed to pull a building permit. Sometimes this doesn't happen, so in this case, we left that to be zero. Dumpster rental, that's around $1,000 for us to call in a dumpster bin to haul away our debris. Demolition labor is around $2,000 to, again, demolish everything and take everything out. Next, we move on to the roughing stage. This is the stage where we make sure all the walls are flat, hence you see the framing material even though we did not move any walls. Sometimes we do need to reframe a wall for a pocket door or relocate the door. That will be an extra cost. The $600 framing material is just to bring everything to make sure they're all perfectly 90 degrees and all the walls are perfectly flat to each other. Here you note that the toilet, vanity, and shower plumbing fixture and all the other electrical fixtures are all done at cost. Because we went through the design phase to factor in all the cost it takes for us to bring everything in. So when we get to the actual fixture stage, I just list them as a full retail cost. This way, if you want to have an upgrade to the tile or fixtures, you can just very simply see how much extra it's going to cost you based on the amount that we budgeted in the beginning. In this particular bathroom, we do have a LED mirror, a overhead light, two of them, and also we added a plug right behind the toilet. So in the future, if you want to upgrade to a bidet, they can easily get hot water. Next, we have the shower waterproofing. This is a very, very critical step, and you want to make sure you are getting it done from a quality material and a quality installation. I am a certified Schluter installer, so that means whatever work I do will be backed up by their lifetime leak-proof guarantee. And I do everything up and above the building code to make sure that my bathroom lasts a lifetime. In this bathroom, since we went with a curbless design, we waterproofed the entire floor, not only inside the shower, but outside of it too. This way, if a little bit of water leaks out, you can easily squeeze it back in and it wouldn't damage the flooring. Now, do note, this is not a free pass for you to start hosing down the floor because the connection point between the walls and the floor is not waterproof. For some other bathrooms where we want to make sure the entire bathroom is waterproof, we actually do the waterproofing on all the walls surrounding the bathroom, and also we tile the entire bathroom. That would be more for a accessibility case where in the future, you can very easily take away the shower glass, replace it with a curtain, and then change the vanity to a waterproof one. And that way you can have easy access with your wheelchair or a walker. Next, we move on to the tile work. For tiles, we chose a medium $5 per square foot tile cost. And these tiles are typically between 2 foot by 2 foot to 1 foot by 1 foot. Any tile that's smaller or larger are either too complicated to do or too hard to maneuver. So those will affect the installation labor price. For the finishing trades, there wasn't a lot to be done here. We did have to replace some drywall, but I didn't really account for those. I also replaced the ventilation fan here. This is a $300 fan that wasn't reflected in the quote. We repainted the entire bathroom with a washable paint. That came out to be around $1,700. Now with the vanity, we always budget around $500 for the complete combination of the vanity, sink, and also countertop. You can also go custom, make it a lot more expensive, or sometimes you get a vanity on sale for only $200-$300. Then we have the custom shower glass to make sure everything ties in. Again, pay attention that these black clips are only on the top where the ceiling goes. So this way, in the future, if we want to make this into a curbless design, we can easily take away the glass and make sure a wheelchair can get in. Now, for some other bathrooms, if the floor is really uneven, we do need to put in more work to make sure it's level. This quote was done for a bathroom where the floor is really out of whack, so we need to also modify the plumbing, and that's why in the bottom here, you have a check mark. So if you check it, you can see the price will actually update to a higher amount. I hope this video gives you a basic understanding of what goes on into a bathroom. Let me know if you have any questions and reach out to us at handysolutions.ca.